What is up, you guys? Bushman Gardens back here with another video. Sorry for not uploading in a while. I got sick, so I got a little bit of free time here. Just cleaning up the carnivores. It is late winter here in Southern California. You can see I got the purpurea here. Looking a little scraggly, but good nonetheless. Got a little bit of water in there if you can see. Let me focus. Yep, not too many bugs though. I'm also going to be doing some repotting. Like this guy right here, I believe he's a Oreophila hybrid, but as you can see, he helped break the pot he's in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repot him, give him a bigger pot. Some people like to split up their carnivores. I don't, because it stuns them for a little bit and they have to recover. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put him into a new pot so he's nice and happy and so he can grow more. But this big guy, Dana's Delight, let's take him out here. Let's see. As you can see, he's got quite a bit of flower buds that are going to come out. But he's got all these scraggly old pictures. So I'm going to go ahead and remove them here. Let's see. I'm going to cut some flowers too so that he can focus on picture growth as well, because I'm going to repot them. And when they get repotted, they like to kind of slow down growth a little bit. I know it's a bit unsightly, cut the flowers and the pictures, but it's okay. It's necessary in my opinion for the new growth to happen, because if you look closely, there's all these rhizome buds and they kind of grow outward, so they need space to grow. So that's why we removed the old pictures and the old flowers. Alright, now here's the Dana's Delight after the trim. As you can see, I didn't cut too many pictures or too many flowers. I left a little bit like this one right here. Made sure he has a little bit of leaves left. These leaves right here are actually called Phyllodia. They're non-carnivorous leaves. They like to come out late summer and the fall. They're just to help the plant photosynthesize without eating any bugs. But I leave those just so the plant can still photosynthesize during the growth period. But some people cut them off. It's up to you, depending on how the plant is doing, of course. And I still have one picture right here. Let's see. It's probably had some bugs in it. Let's look inside. See what we can see. Alright, it's all murky in there. Kind of hard to see. Just a bunch of dead bugs in there. Sarracenia meerkat mob, another one of my favorites. It makes these big flared pictures like that. Look at that. Beautiful. But it's got a little scraggly ones. But I cut off all the real nasty ones. But soon it's going to make some new ones. But interesting is that the flowers tend to come out before the pictures. So I only cut a few flower buds. So it's going to make flowers and pictures. By the way, if you ever see one of these in your carnivorous plants, especially in the Sarracenias, pull it out right away, because if not, it's going to grow into a big old grass. So remove this right away. Who knows where it's from? Let me know in the comments if you know what this is. Alright, and depending on how your plant is doing, you can leave some of the pictures like this. See, this one's nice and green. Doing good, still providing sugars for the plant, and even some nutrients in the form of dead bugs. But some people will cut their Sarracenias all the way down to the rhizome, like this one right here. I went ahead and cut all of its pictures because it was just looking really scraggly. But this one's a really resilient one. It'll come back real soon. It's still got a little bit of green down there, but the rhizome underneath is still alive and doing well. And if you ever repot them, the rhizome is going to be kind of like a white color inside. Kind of whitish. That's how you know it's good and healthy. If it looks brown and kind of mushy, that means it's dying, and you better get that checked out right away. Alright, I just finished trimming most of my carnivores out here. I left some of the good growths so they can grow healthy, but look at all the scraps I got left over. So that's going straight to compost. Right back there. We even got ourselves a little visitor right here. Little yellow butterfly. I bet this is one of those that has those green caterpillars, which probably eat my kale, but that's okay. Makes a nice little butterfly. And I can spare some kale. And he's just chilling. Not a care in the world. I'm gonna give them a bit of DI water because they're looking a little dry down in the tray. I usually water them from the bottom of the tray, but since the purpurea has big pitchers, I make sure to water it from the top so the pitchers have water too, as you can see right there. And then I can tell how the water level is doing from down here. This one's still dry, so I'm gonna give it a little more. Now in the winter you don't have to water them as much because they don't use as much water. So they have less leaves, not eating as much. But as the summer comes, you always want to make sure that the tray is always half filled with water. Never let them go dry. That's one of the ways you can kill them. So always make sure they're nice and happy. Oh, and one more thing I'd like to mention about the trays. You gotta be careful, especially in the summertime, because these are perfect breeding grounds for mosquitoes. So what I did was I put a little bit of mosquito dunks in there. And all mosquito dunks are these round little brick-like things, and they dissolve in the water, and they release a bacteria that kills the mosquito larva. So, good way to keep your home protected, even if you have standing water like this. Alrighty, I'm gonna give you guys a little look at my kale. It's doing okay. It's been attacked by aphids, so I gotta get rid of them. Nasty buggers. I'll spray them in the middle so that all the aphids can come off. But I might need to buy some ladybugs because the aphids have definitely done some damage because they warp the kale leaves. Here's my chia. It's all dry. I don't actually harvest the chia. Some people do. I let the birds eat it. They love it. It's like spray millet for them. Alright, let's check out the greenhouse, see what's growing. Oh, there's a weed. We don't want that growing. Alright, see what we got here. Oh, left the heater on. Gotta turn that off or else it'll get too hot. Got a big ol' Nepenthes ventrata vining beautifully. It's going all the way around east side of the greenhouse. See? Show you guys this little picture. There it is. It's full of ants too. You can even see them on the outside, the scars from the ants that it's digested. Let's see what we got down here. I believe this is the St. Gaia. Makes some crazy little pictures. I like them because of their vibrant color. Very nice. And it's gonna outgrow its pot. It has outgrown its pot. Definitely need to repot it. But it's doing pretty hot. Doing pretty well here. It's pretty happy. Let's see what else we got here. Got some more Nepenthes, Miranda. I just cut it. So it's gonna be making some new pictures. Some more Nepenthes. And one of my favorite plants of all time, Brauchinia reducta, forgive my pronunciation. It's this Carnivorous bromeliad. It's a crazy thing. I'm sure you've seen the little bromeliads. Here's a regular one, you know, from Lowe's or whatever. Have them nice around their house. They make these nice yellow and red flowers. But this one is devious, deceptive. Bugs will fall in and it'll digest them. So one of my favorites, crazy looking. Very crazy. It's very vertical too. Look how it grows. And then I got my little Droseras here. All sorts of types. I will note these are very prone to aphids. These had a bunch of aphids in the core right here in the middle of the plant. So what I did was I sprayed them with some Captain Jack's, I think it was a neem type spray. But if you ever use that, always remember to put your PPE, personal protection equipment, so that you don't get any on you, because that stuff is no bueno for your skin. Got a little air plant here, non-carnivorous, doing its thing. And then we got some bigger Droseras right here. See these little coils right here? These things will get big. They're gonna make some huge monsters. They'll be bigger than my hand. Big traps. But right now they're just coming out because it's been warmer. Got a little utricularia here. And then pull up some of the dead leaves. They just come right off. He's doing okay. He's probably gonna flower soon. The one in the bowl isn't doing too hot, so I might end up transferring it like this one is. This one's doing pretty good. It's like hair. Got a little fern down there. This one kind of collapsed on itself. I'm not sure what went wrong. It had aphids, and then I'm gonna do away with this dirt, give it some new dirt, save the 2 little Droseras that are in there. And yep, that's it for the greenhouse tour. Business as usual. And you gotta be careful with that little weed I was talking about, because it can grow into this huge, hairy monster of a plant. And you don't want this in your Sarracenias. Look how big it is here. Let me give you some perspective. Let's see. Ooh, just absolutely massive. It's like 3 feet tall. Nothing but crazy grass. Let me know in the comments if you know what type of grass this is. Alright everybody, have a great day, stay safe, be good, take care of your plants, and I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.